He's fighting Logan Paul soon, June 6th.
That's free money, dude.
But he's never fought anyone professionally as big as Logan Paul.
No, but
I don't
it's
think
free
it
money. It
matters.
doesn't. Like,
But he's never fought anyone that big.
I disagree because
Size matters. That's why they have weight categories in boxing.
not in a professional fight, but I guarantee in the gym he's sized up against people that size.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
So I don't think it's going to be a new
You
concept.
can't go in. You can't go in fighting middleweights when you're versing a heavyweight.
yeah, but newsflash, this is the whole point behind training for martial combat is that the little guy can beat the big guy, and the big guy can beat
Boxing's different.
Dude,
I think boxing
I
is
completely
different.
disagree. The whole point behind training for these sort of sports is so that in a real world environment you can defend
No.
yourself. Yes,
I know
dude,
what you're saying.
completely.
It's
And
about
that's why-
self-defense in the real world,
Yeah.
but that's not what these guys are doing. They're not doing it for real world self-defense.
I bet you at the beginning he probably was, and all these skills,
Logan
pardon
Paul
me,
wasn't.
these still translate into real world skills. So he's probably still well capable of beating the shit out of someone 2 times the size.
He'd have a better chance. I disagree. I think you put Floyd Mayweather up against like just a big fucking fella who you see
Like
in the Valley on a
Bjorn.
Saturday night.
And you think he's fucked?
No,
I think Floyd Mayweather would get fucked.
Well,
No way.
I
could
think
not
you don't
disagree
understand how
more.
small Floyd Mayweather is.
I
He's
don't care.
like I don't
I
want to
think
say
he
you're
can-
small, but like he's like you.
Yeah, no, I'm small.
So like I don't think you could fuck someone who's big up.
Are we
I
talking
think-
about it in boxing? Because in boxing, I 100%. Maybe in a UFC fight where they can just grab him.
Sure,
and
But,
that
hold
would
him.
be
Dylan,
different.
you
That's
brought it back to
different.
real worlds.
If
Dude,
real world,
okay,
maybe
though,
you might be right. I
I'll
don't
be
think
completely honest with
I
you.
don't think you're wrong.
Most people are exhausted after like 30 seconds to 45 seconds of combat. So
but
in
it
a
doesn't
real world
get to that
scenario,
situation
yes,
in real
it
world.
fucking does.
Real
dude.
world, it's short sharp.
Oh no.
It all ends up on the ground
If
in real
you're-
world. That's why
Yeah,
you're going to learn
exactly.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
If you are in a real world fight and someone pushes you and you throw a punch and you hit them square on the chin, they're fucked.
Yeah, he
'Cause
would
you
probably
can just-
drop any average.
Hang
I don't
on.
agree with you.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
agree
Hang
with
on,
you.
stop,
In a-
stop. Because I'm not talking about a real world average guy. I said a big fella.
I just said, okay, a real world average 6'7"
Then
guy.
but then you
Let me punch it up like this.
I don't
He'd be
care. He
jump-
would
he'd be
hit his
jumping.
liver. You'd give him a liver shot and he'd drop. I don't
No,
know, man.
no.
But you
I
also said a real world like big average fella. Like,
big
and
fella. I
Then,
said
and
a
then you
big fella.
quoted down at Fortitude Valley on a Friday, Saturday night.
There are big fellas down at.
There
I was
are.
there on
There
Saturday
are.
night.
Are they bouncers?
Sunday night. There are some of them are bouncers too.
Yeah.
There are big fellas.
I don't know. I think he'd definitely like have a really awesome shot.
I
Beating
think-
a big fella.
I
Okay,
definitely
but
think
that's
so.
that's changing the mood
No,
a little bit.
I think you'd definitely knock him out. I'm just going halfway to meet you there.
And I think he would beat Logan Paul too. I don't.
Yeah.
You're so set on Logan Paul. but-
I
Dude,
like
this guy
Logan
backs
Paul. I'm a fan
anything
of
with
Logan.
the name Paul
Oh,
in it.
I
He's
love-
backing it, dude.
yeah.
I'm
Really
not,
leans into the mic on those ones. That's for sure.
I don't know. I think
I
that
don't-
either way, it's free money. It's free money. Whether you win or lose, it's millions, dude. Because, like you sort of said, there's no one who is like as famous in the boxing world as Mayweather and Logan Paul right now. Like the money
No.
attracted to that fight is just huge. So even if you lost, it wouldn't even matter.
it will be the biggest pay-per-view fight of all time.
Maybe.
And then, when it happens, and it will happen, in the future, Jake Paul and Logan Paul will fight each other, and that will be the number
Dude,
one pay-per-view fight of all time.
Yeah, that would actually be hilarious.
Maybe.
That will be the number one pay-per-view fight of all time.
Dude,
I'm serious
But
fucking
isn't Jake
right
Paul
now.
gonna like?
I'm serious.
Isn't Jake Paul overtaking Logan as like technical boxer?
Dude, that would be
Maybe.
hilarious.
They'll
though.
fight each other. They will fight each other.
Are they
I'm
around
telling
the same
you.
size? I don't know.
They're
Yeah.
close.
They're
They're
pretty close. They'd be
You
able
can
to
also
match
meet
up.
weights. Dude,
They'll figure it
I
out.
think you're big brain though. I think that like deep down you've really thought about this, and it makes total sense. Two really famous
I thought about it.
brothers enter the scene, start doing really well in terms of the financial aspect of boxing, and
Killing
then
it.
they fight each other for a fuckload of money and split
Bro,
it 50-50.
have you've heard about the diss tracks? They've even dissed each other.
YouTube
fucking-
diss
They've
track,
even
big.
dissed each other.
Hey, but who hasn't dissed their younger brother?
No, they've dissed each other publicly. People thought that they hated each other, and they even said that they did hate each other for a period of time.
They're
It
just marketing geniuses, though.
No, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Oof.
I think
Luke
that's
liked
probably
that
like
one.
some double-edged sword or whatever.
Yeah, it's so hard to know because they're so good at what they do that what's contrived, what's not. But they probably don't hate
I
each
still,
other. wouldn't
I'm gonna backstep. I still think Floyd Mayweather in a real world environment up against a big fella. How do you think you'd go?
Against a big fella?
Yeah.
I can safely say I'd go pretty
You'd
well
run
most
away?
of the time. No. Dude, I've been in plenty of fights in the Valley.
Okay.
Dude, one of my worst fights was in a line, and this dude was probably as tall as you guys.
Okay,
bit
I wouldn't say I'm
taller.
a big fella, but
You
yeah.
are a big
Oh, he's
fella.
6'2", bro.
Dude,
You're the top
big
boy.
boy,
Big boy.
bro.
Okay, well, I'm talking bigger boys.
6'2",
than me then.
84 kilo. Ooh.
Anyway, I think I'd go alright. So,
Hang on, I want to hear about this fight.
oh, yeah.
He said he's
dude,
been in loads.
Yeah, there's heaps.
Well, the one in the valley in
There's
the line.
one in the Valley, this guy cutting line, he was pushing around, he's drunk as shit. I didn't realise his mate behind me. Told the guy in front, hey, just go to the back, mate. He and I got into a push and shove. And so I threw the first punch, broke his nose, blood everywhere. And his mate hit me from behind, so end of story. I just walked off.
Serves
Okay,
you
I'm not
right.
sure what the point
Serves
I'm
you
just,
right.
No, I'm just saying, you asked me. You asked me,
Yeah,
would I go
I
right?
didn't
I
impress
ask
you got
for
the
this,
answer.
sorry.
That's fine.
I've been
That's
hard on
what I
you.
meant. Anyway.
But I still think Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, shut up. Anyway,